Speaker Johnson bested Trump. Whoa! Did that actually happen? We got a deep dive into this government shutdown drama,
Let's
right?
dig.
We've got the inside scoop from our sources. Let's unpack it. So, Trump's pushing for a government shutdown, thinking it'll boost his election chances. Risky move, right?
High stakes, for sure.
And then comes Johnson, a Republican, mind you, cuts a deal to avoid the shutdown, completely defying Trump. What's going on here?
Well, think about it. A government shutdown right before an election. It's a recipe for disaster. Essential services disrupted, economy takes a hit, voters get anxious. Johnson knew the risks, and he clearly didn't want to play that game.
And the reactions. Everyone's got an opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
David Frum, Bush's speechwriter, he tweets, Speaker Johnson bested Trump first on Ukraine aid, now on shutdown.
Right, quite a statement.
And then you've got Ron Filipkowski calling Johnson weak, incompetent. Total opposite end of the spectrum.
And somewhere in the middle, you've got Chuck Schumer.
Exactly. Saying this whole mess could have been avoided weeks ago.
Sensible, but not very dramatic.
Not very dramatic at all. But get this, Laura Loomer, that far-right activist, she claims she saw this coming.
Oh, boy.
Calls Johnson a rhino Republican in name only, and says the GOP is completely incapable of action.
It's classic Loomer, isn't it? She thrives on this kind of chaos. That rhino label is telling, though. It shows how deep this whole purity test thing goes in the GOP.
It's like they're more focused on attacking each other than on, actual governing.
Exactly. You see it from praising Johnson for standing up to Trump. It's like the conservative establishment itself is split.
And then you've got Filipkowski, who used to be a Republican, totally bashing Johnson for any kind of compromise.
It's like everyone's looking for the most extreme, most uncompromising stance possible. And if you don't fit in that box...
You're the enemy.
Basically. But back to Loomer for a second. It's interesting that she's framing herself as the one who predicted all of this.
Because you know what? It works. People see what's happening and think, she called it. It plays right into this feeling that the system is rigged, that nobody's listening to.
It's a powerful narrative, especially when you have figures like Trump constantly reinforcing it.
So we've got Johnson making waves, Trump probably fuming, and this whole web of reactions. What does this mean going forward? Will other Republicans feel empowered to break away from Trump?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it? On the one hand, you could see this as a sign that Trump's grip on the party is weakening.
That maybe more Republicans will be willing to stand up to him.
Exactly, especially with an election looming. But on the other hand, you have to wonder if this is going to backfire on Johnson. Will his own party turn on him?
It's like a political thriller. We've got the plot twist, now we're just waiting to see how it all plays out.
Exactly, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
This isn't just about Johnson and Trump. It's about the future of the GOP. It's about the direction of the country. And it's a battle for the soul of American politics.
And who knows what the next chapter holds?
You've got that right. Buckle up, because this ride is far from over.